At dahil set na nga ang 2015 NBA All-Star Game starters, sino naman kaya ang nararapat na mapabilang sa All-Star Game reserves ngayong taon? Para sa usapan na yan, kasama natin ang basketball blogger na si Nico Baguio. Nico, welcome back to the Score.
Nice to be
Long
back.
time no see.
Yeah, sobrang tagal.
Na kailangan ko na masanay na Coach Nico ang tawag kay Nico dahil kasama na siya sa coaching staff ng Ateneo. Pero thankfully off-season ng UAP, so we have you with us here tonight. Pero okay, eto na, announce na yung starting fives ng East and West. Some surprises for some people depending where you're looking at things. Pero dun sa history ng All-Star, paano bumoboto yung mga coaches for the reserves? Meron ba sila mapinupunong slots for the next 7? Or hindi ibig sabihin may ganyang guard, may ganyang forwards? How do they vote normally?
Actually, yung All-Star dati, it's recently changed. Dati kasi, di ba, ang ginagawa nila, 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center. Pero I think last season ata, they changed it entirely.
Correct.
Made it guard, 2 backcourts,
Correct.
and then 3 frontcourts.
Yun yung para sa starters.
Oh, yun yung para sa starters. Ngayon yung sa, ano naman, sa reserves naman, it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, and then 1 guard or forward ang alam ko, and then 2 na anything talaga.
Na kahit na ano.
Kahit
okay.
ano. So, yung great thing about yung dun sa adjustment is that, yun, nangyari pa lang, si Kawhi, nakapasok siya.
Okay.
Although, hindi, parang nagkaroon tuloy ng parang very, very small starting lineup ngayon sa All-Stars.
Yun lang nga. Well, it would have been weird though to see rin naman ang starting 5 ng West na walang spur ni isa.
Yeah.
Considering how well they're doing their number 2 sa West.
Yeah.
Pero, ibig sabihin ba, for some fans na hindi sila aware na vinovote ng mga coaches yung mga reserves, inisip na yung mga runner-ups. And normally, automatic na yan. Hindi. Like for example, Zaza Pachulia, makakapasok kaya sa Western All-Stars?
Definitely, hindi. Yun na yung best chance niya actually na
diba?
Yung mag-start. Dahil sa, ang alam ko kwento niyan, ang kwento niyan, nagkaroon siya ng big promotion from yung home country niya.
Georgia.
Yeah, he's
Not
Georgia.
the state, but the country.
The country,
Georgia.
the country.
Yeah.
And I think yung pinaka-nakakatawa, na feature siya sa isang episode ng The Starters.
Okay.
Na parang pinopromote nila, oh, let's get Zaza.
Seryoso?
Yeah. That's why it got crazy.
Wow.
Parang sobrang nag-push ahead yung votes niya.
Oh my goodness. He beat Draymond Green. So
Yeah.
he almost got there. Okay, let's look at it. Let's break it down. Unahin natin sa Western Conference. Para sa mga guards, always one of the big debates ang guards ng Western Conference.
Yeah.
Sa dami na magagaling na guards nila eh.
Yeah.
Para sa'yo, sino yung mga dapat na maisama sa reserves ng guards?
So, yun nga, to review, yung starters is Curry, Westbrook.
Right.
Yung for the guards, or backcourt, sorry.
Correct.
For the backcourt.
Backcourt, yes.
Dapat yung sure na guards na dyan, I think, is Chris Paul, 1.
Okay.
And yung splash bro na si Klay Thompson, yes. Kasi that's without question naman.
Yep. Okay.
For the forwards naman dun sa West, definitely dapat nandyan din. Obviously, si Draymond Green.
Okay.
Personally, he's an MVP candidate. And then after that, medyo depende na kung paano mo titignan. You can put Cousins in, my boy AD.
Yep. I think you should be there, yeah.
Blake Griffin.
Okay.
And kahit na matanda na siya, Dirk can also be there. There's also a lot of other, dun sa wild card kasi yung pinag-uusapan. Gordon Hayward's another one. I think he's having a particularly great season. And Damian Lillard, another one. Pero ako, ang vote ko, yung last 7 slots ng West, it's Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Dirk Nowitzki, and Blake Griffin.
Hindi ko na maalala top of mind ngayon yung mga stats, pero I know they're having very good years. Rajon Rondo, Damian Lillard. No chance surpassing Klay Thompson and Chris Paul?
Yeah, no chance. Ang only chance lang nila is dun sa wild card.
Okay.
And at that point, you're fighting guys like DeMarcus Cousins,
Correct.
Anthony Davis, and wala na talaga silang chance dun. Kasi, yun nga, ang dami ng big forwards na naglalaban dun sa spot na yun na overwhelming na yung discussion dun.
Magiging weird kaya na wala ng ibang spur sa All-Star team maliban kay Kawhi Leonard?
Yung whole idea naman ng Spurs, it's not about one individual, one star, yeah. So I think they'll actually kahit nga hindi papasok si Kawhi,
they wouldn't
care.
Matutuwa pa kasi Popovich eh.
Yeah,
Pahinga
kasi
sila lahat
less
eh.
attention sa kanila.
Pero mukhang mapapakoach siya.
Yeah.
Dahil bawal ang back-to-back years na coach.
Yeah.
So he might end up coaching.
So yun, I don't think they'll mind na si Kawhi lang yung magre-represent ng Spurs doon.
Okay, shifting over to the Eastern Conference, no surprises there for the starting lineup, although maybe the Cavs fans will have something to argue about Kyle Lowry being there. Pero sentimentally, you want a host team have a player in the starting 5 if he's good enough. So, you agree with Kyle Lowry?
Personally, I don't think it's debatable at this point. Between the two, Lowry has played more games.
Correct. More games, obviously.
More games,
Yeah.
higher PER, higher win share per 48. Basically, lahat ng advanced statistics.
Correct.
And eye test as well. Si Kyle Lowry nanalo, both offensively and defensively. Medyo mas explosive lang kasi yung game and mas kaakit-akit sa mata yung game ni Kyrie Irving, yung mga
mas
crossover.
makinang para sa
mas
mga
makinang,
average fans.
Pero in general, it's almost a consensus na si Kyle Lowry yung mas magaling this season.
Okay.
Especially
so for the reserves, Kyrie will be there, you think?
Personally, I don't think
Mahirap
so kasi
pa rin.
konti pa lang yung games eh. It's
Correct.
unfair to the people that played more than half the season. Kasi si Kyrie, 20 games?
Correct.
And popularity lang yung reason kung bakit nagkaroon siya ng chance makapasok dun sa starters.
So when it comes to the coaches might not vote him in.
Yeah, probably won't vote him in.
Okay.
Yung first two dun sa guards, John Wall, which is leading a kind of disappointing season for Washington kasi they were expected to battle Cleveland and Chicago for the top spot.
Correct.
And DeRozan, which is yung other guy leading the Toronto Raptors to yung second seed right now sa East. So yun yung dalawang sure.
Okay.
Another one, I personally, yung gusto ko talaga si Drummond and si Millsap. Dapat talaga makapasok yung dalawang yan kasi si Millsap, although he's 29 years old, he's still producing really great, passing really well in the Atlanta system. And si Drummond having a historic season. Probably, if he finishes yung averages niya ngayon, which is 17 and 15, he'll be the fourth player to ever do that in the NBA. Ever, ang alam ko.
Even with his 36% free throw shooting.
Yeah, even with his 36%. Wala namang free throw sa
Wala
namang free throw contest dun eh. So that's 4.
Okay.
And then after that, you can have a debate on who, again, for me, dapat yung 4 na yun nandun.
Okay.
After that, you can debate who to put in. So you can put guys like Dwayne Wade, nandun na pala. Si Chris Bosh, yung sa Miami Heat. Isaiah Thomas, another guy having a great season for Boston. Reggie Jackson, maybe. Nicholas Batum, yun, another favorite for the wild card position.
Okay. You're looking at a lot of new names na maaaring mga first-time All-Stars.
Kasi I think it's kumbaga, lalo na ngayon na si Kobe nag-start na basically swan song niya. I think it's time na parang nagpapass na ng torch between yung guys na nakilala natin nung 2005 to 2010
Correct.
to
That batch,
stars na ngayon na naman. So yan, sina Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, kaya naman Andre Drummond, si DeMar DeRozan, mga hindi kilala, Isaiah Thomas. So I think yung last 7 spots for the Eastern Conference, John Wall, DeRozan, Andre Drummond, Paul Millsap, yun yung 4. Yung last 3, Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, kahit na matanda na siya, I think,
Wade made the starting five,
starter pala. Bosh, another one. Yung last ko is Batum, si Batum. Kasi I don't think Charlotte would be as good as they are right now without Batum.
Interesting choices there. Pero ito, just on a final note, for the fans to understand, malaking bagay ang all-star recognition sa isang player, sa NBA. I mean, it's very different here with how the votes go. Pero gano'ng kalaking bagay yung NBA recognition na all-star for them in their careers?
All-star, yun yung pinakaunang binabanggit, di ba? Kapag dinidiscuss, kunwari, Michael Jordan, 18-time all-star. Although yung starting reserve doesn't
matter anymore. They kind of forget that down the line.
Yeah, they kind of forget it over time. Pero there's a huge correlation between all-stars, all-star selections, and Hall of Fames.
Correct.
So, yun yung usually, malamang yun yung parang Mount Rushmore ng mga basketball players, especially NBA players. And the more all-stars you have, the bigger the possibility na mapapansin ka ng board sa Hall of Fame. So, I think yun yung importance.
Pati yung pag-renew ng kontrata, I'm sure the managers will hedge on that.
3-time All-Star tong bata ko, bakit di mo bibigyan ng ganitong kontrata?
Or for the shoe contracts for that matter.
Yeah.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. We have a few more days to speculate Pero no choice na tayo. Botohan ng mga coaches na yan. So all the coaches, not just the coach of the All-Star team, but all the coaches.
And they can vote for their own.
They can vote for their own. So you can put the other guys in there. Nico Baguio, maraming salamat. See you again next time. Thank you.
Thank you.